welcome back to The Seams Between Us, a podcast pieced together from the scraps that made us.
I am Dr. Stitcher here with the Sassy Stitcher, and we're just going to talk to you a little bit about what's going on this week.
Yeah. And then we'll pick up where we left off last week and finish off some interviews with those quilters who donated a day to Sew for Kerrville.
I know those incredible ladies who have such a heart for giving to others.
Yeah. Let's see. Before we get into that, how was your quilt retreat this weekend?
Well, I did a lot of work. That being a professor thing gets in your way sometimes. So I did some work, put in a proposal,
Cute.
and even though I didn't sew a lot, I did get two things done. I totally completed a beautiful flying geese Christmas quilt. I said last week on the phone, go for 2025, get a Christmas quilt done because I don't have one. And it's cuteness. It's cuteness.
Really cute.
We'll have to post it. It's very cute. I have had a lot of great comments on it. Pretty easy to make, but it is 120 flying geese, big ones. But I've looked at that book since I shop hopped and thought I got to make something out of it. And the cutest little fat quarter bundle landed at my local quilt shop, and I said, "You're the one." And in my hand, look at this. You know what this is?
I do not.
Well, at about 7 o'clock this morning, I went through a whole cone of thread. So I have been quilting for Camp Mystic and the first responders in the Panhandle, and I've been trading out threads. So I thought, will I ever get to the end? Well, this morning I got to the end of the gray.
Of the gray.
The light gray. So opened another light gray. You know me, I have two. One sits on the bobbin winder and one sits on the machine. But I thought you'd be way excited. We went through a whole cone. Got to go through a whole roll of batting.
That's crazy. That's really crazy.
Yeah. How about you? Do you wrap up any projects this week?
I started and finished a project this weekend.
Oh, look at us. We're finishers.
Well, kind of. Well, by finished, I mean the top is done. It's got to get quilted. But I guess I'm a Halloween person. I didn't know this about myself until Tula Pink did that witches drop last year, 2 years ago, and I can't stop myself. So I did Corinne Sovine's Halloween little witches.
It was very cute too. We'll have to post the Christmas.
So cute. We'll post it on the Instagram.
Well, and I told you, I said I have 3 Halloween quilts and no Christmas quilts. How's that happen? I mean, I've been going at this since about 22, and you came in about July of 22. Right?
Not too.
So we haven't been quilted that long, and I have done a lot, but somehow Christmas has escaped me. But
I did 2 Christmas this year. I started with that one first Christmas, and then quilting it became a nightmare, and I had to seam ripper.
I told you, goal to finish out 2025. You're gonna have to hold me to it. Get a Christmas quilt done, so I need to quilt it. Okay. Number 2, finish Bonnie Hunter before Bonnie Hunter Mystery starts, and so I got to get that done before Black Friday. It's so close. That other things got in the way, and then in 26, I'm gonna make that wedding ring out of Tim Holtz. So, wedding ring in 26.
There we go.
Little scary.
That's scary. It's scary that we're already talking about back to school and fall and Halloween and all the things.
I know. And those sweet little girls at Camp Mystic and the other camps and what they're going to go back to school to and all the questions and all the things. So I'm so excited and feel so blessed to be a part of that Wrap Texas in Love project. And the quilts that have come in have been phenomenal. We'll get those reels out. Yeah. I logged into boxes today. One from Alto, New Mexico, stitching in the pines, and then the other one came from Colorado.
I picked up
a situation.
Oh, that's good. You guys,
I know.
No one's having quitches get stitches. That I wish I'd thought of that first.
I know.
It's okay. My witch's vibe.
Okay.
I picked up a handful, I can't even remember how many, adorable quilts from Honeybee on Friday. that I need to get a reel together of too. They're so cute. Uh,
And we need to get a hold of Patty's Heart in Lubbock. I did have a lady call from Lubbock today, and we told her there was a drop-off spot in Lubbock. So she was going to do that rather than drive the hour and a half to bring them. I still have the lady coming from Ohio that's going to dip down on her way to Yosemite. And then on my way to convocation in Beaumont, America at Lamar University, I will meet two ladies in Dallas. So I'm excited to see what they have as well. And I'm telling you, these ladies have brought it. They've thought about the girls. They've thought about cuteness for girls. They've said, I've thrown in a few boy quilts just in case we needed some boys. And I even got some baby blankets. And the word was, maybe one of these families has a baby that needs a blanket too. So I just can't believe the heart of quilters. I mean, I knew they had big hearts. I knew they were givers, but we've had a phenomenal response with tops and completed quilts. So
everything I picked up from Honeybee was completed, and I was so impressed. With the quilt, they're all just excellent. I do want to take like just a pause of a moment. Today marks 1 month since the flooding happened, and we're still missing one camper, one girl. And so just our hearts go out to the Stewart family, the immediate and the whole extended family. I can't imagine how hard it is to not have that closure. And
I can't even imagine those that are searching for her every day, just having to return back and not have found her. I know they are trying hard, and they had a little bit more flooding this weekend. And so they're kind of like Ruidoso, New Mexico. They can't catch a break.
Yeah, rain again today.
Yeah.
This rain is insane down here. I mean, it was 90 degrees. It's never 90 degrees in August in Austin.
No, don't you love it? We haven't hit 100 yet, but I think that is happening tomorrow.
We've been there. We just took a little dip. Yeah, let's see. Any other updates we've got today? I don't think so.
We're fixing to start a mystery, that Aloha mystery. Do you have any idea what we're getting into?
I have no idea what we've signed up for.
No, we've got some cute Tula Peak fabric to make it out of.
I'm excited. The buzz is happening. I have no concept. I gathered mostly from my class I go to, my little block of the month class, that it was more than just that shop, but I didn't know how many. And it's like 100 something of them.
105 is what I read.
And then it's definitely there's like a Facebook page, which I added you to Honeybees because that's where we connected with this thing through. And then there's like little videos that pop up where this lady talks. She, I guess, used to be an FBI agent, which I'm loving.
I kind of love that.
And so I got really amped. I thought it started August 1st. I thought that's what we were doing. So Friday I was like really amped, and then we just got the fabric something info. And I was
and my fabric's sitting in Austin, so
mine is sitting here with yours. And so that is when I went to the quilt shop to pick up quilts, and then I found my project and finished it, which was really great. And then maybe I guess Wednesday would be the 6th. We might get an actual clue. I'm ready to get some.
It was today because a lady came in today. She's doing it with a shop out of Oklahoma. And while I was logging quilts, and she was like, we were talking about it, and she was like, I don't even know how to get the clues. I said, well, I don't either, but I'll let my daughter figure it out, and then I'll let you know.
I definitely got the first clue. We didn't miss anything yet. I'll keep you posted. If you guys are participating in the Aloha quilt, let's chat. Send us a message, comment on I'll make a post on Insta.
And we'll just kind of be our support system to keep on the track.
Ability to get it done. It does not seem that it is going to be near as complicated or make 5,000 itty bitty 1x2 flying geese that Bonnie loves to do to us. I
know, but I love her quilts. So if you have not done the Bonnie Hunter mystery where you pick out the paint chips on Halloween and then start on Black Friday and then roll out a quilt in 6 weeks,
it's fun.
It's not for the faint of heart, but it is a beautiful quilt.
I have yet to do one in the 6-week window of time, but
I always try to finish before the next one starts.
I have completed every one of mine.
Okay, don't be rubbing it in. I'll complete it before we get there.
Really good. Well, one of them I had to complete pretty decently quickly because I realized it was a gift and there was a time clock on that one. Yeah, I finished this last year's pretty quickly. It's maybe less. Sometimes we do really scrappy, so maybe the less scrappy we did on this year was actually helpful to
Maybe
my
so. We went off script, picked our own colors too. I don't know. Will we be
I might
bringing
do
it
it again.
again? Stay tuned. We don't
We'll
know.
see what she picks first.
Well, should we get to our beautiful stories?
Yeah. Okay. So if you missed last week's episode, press pause, go check it out, and then come on back. There's laughter, heart, fabric, scraps, maybe flying everywhere. Who knows? Those ladies are a little.
Well, they kind of like Eleanor Burns, so she likes to throw it behind her.
And there's some really beautiful conversations about showing up when people need it most, and from the people who show up for people, which is really great.
I know these stories are a great reminder that sometimes the best way to say you're not alone is through a little thread with a needle and a whole lot of love and stitching.
So grab your coffee, your rotary cutter, or your travel snacks, whatever works for you. We're diving into part 2 of our chat with the incredible women helping us with the Wrap Texas in Love project.
All right, so we started the podcast and we have a theory about quilting. So we're just kind of testing a few questions to see if we're correct.
Okay.
So she'll ask you a couple of questions and we'll kind of talk about it.
What is your name and how does quilting make you feel?
My name is Catherine Finley. When I quilt and when I'm sewing, I am in a world of my own, and all my worries go away. All I'm thinking about is the quilt and getting it done correctly.
I'm always smart. I don't think only about the quilt, which is why I use a lot of time with my senior bird. Have you ever given or received a quilt in a hard season of life, and what did it mean to you?
Not received, but I've given quilts, yes, to others that I hoped that it would mean something to them. Yes.
Well, that kind of follows into, if the recipient of one of these quilts you guys are working on today could hear one message from you, what would it be?
One message?
Yeah.
That we love them. We can really not understand how hard everything is that they're going through, but God has a plan and they're going to get through this. And we just hope that these quilts are a reminder from the Panhandle that we think about them, and we're praying for all of them.
Appreciate that. Okay.
All right, so Catherine just finished sewing together all the blocks for the Tilda Challenge quilt, for a President's Challenge quilt from the Guild that's going to be raffled off. So talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, talk about that.
So it has 100 different blocks.
Oh, this is the one Donna was working on last time.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So 100 different blocks. Every block is sashed between each block and between each row. Then there is and that sashing finishes at a half inch. Oh, so it started at an inch, and when you finish,
I don't even know how she could sew today.
And so then there's a last row of sashing around that, and then 5 borders.
Okay.
This
is feeling reminiscent to me of the Dear Jane quilt. Do you know about the Dear Jane?
I've heard of that.
And what are y'all raffling up?
Yeah, what are we raffling up?
We hope to bring in a well-known speaker that is known, by many, many quilters, someone that we would not be able to travel to them to see. We hope to bring someone in that is very worthwhile and that will be teaching us about a method or something that we all can learn.
I love that.
Kind of growing the quilter knowledge base.
Who is your dream quilter speaker?
Oh, gee. I like Angela Walters. I like Susan Smith. I don't know if many have heard of her. She's in the Pacific Northwest. I'm kind of leaning toward people that are doing the long arm quilting, because I want to become better at that. Yeah. But I also enjoy learning new techniques, different ways to sew a block together. And so, anything from English paper piecing to foundation piecing to working with opposing curves and just different things that are different. I like those.
She does beautiful.
Yeah. What is your favorite way to learn a new quilting technique? Do you like to watch like YouTube videos? Do you like to have somebody like teaching you? Do you just read the pattern and magically know what to do?
I do a little bit of everything. I have bought patterns and realized there was a technique that I didn't know how to do very well. And I usually seek out a YouTube video, some way to find a way to make that work and where it makes sense. Sometimes patterns are written and they don't make a lot of sense to me. Maybe to someone else they do, but if I see a method in YouTube, then it begins to click. And then you can start and stop that and
For sure.
figure out how to sew it in the correct order.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, couple fun questions. What's your favorite binding method, machine or hand?
Depends. If I want to get it done,
Machine.
it's going to be machine. It's going to be machine. About, on both sides.
Yeah.
But now I would like to enter something in a quilt show, and part of it will be machine, and the other should be by hand to do it properly.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, do you prefer scrappy or matchy quilts?
I like matchy. So if I've got the challenge of something very scrappy, I'm out of my comfort zone. Today, what we were working on was a little bit more scrappy, but we figured out a way to make them work. And I think when they're all finished, I think they'll be really pretty.
I'm excited to see them. Okay, 2 more questions. What got you started in quilting?
I have sewn probably since I was 6 or 7 years old.
Okay.
I've sewn garments. I did my own wedding dress, my bridesmaid's dresses. I've sewn drapes and things for my home.
Yeah.
But there was a class that was offered here in Amarillo called a Friendship Heart, done with a log cabin block. And the group that took the class, we all had strips that we were cutting, and we put them out, and then each came and took fabric from each other.
So it's like a friendship bracelet.
And then your quilt had everybody's fabric in it. It is.
That.
And so I didn't want just a wall hanging. I decided I wanted it larger, like for a queen bed. And so the instructor helped me buy enough fabric. There's a barn raising pattern. You may have to look it up for log cabin. And that's what I put around the front. So that was my first quilt. That was probably in the early 90s.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Last one. Complete the sentence. Life's not perfect.
But if you're given lemons, make lemonade. And that's what we have to do sometimes.
That's a good one.
We wanted to make lemonade out of all of these quilt block pieces, these spinach pieces. So they weren't lemons, and nobody wanted those fabrics. Now they become
they're beautiful.
A sweet, pretty quilt.
I love that. All right. Well, thanks for chatting with us today. And I'm really excited to see what you guys did at some point.
They're all fun.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Donna.
Hey, Miss Sassy Quilter. How are you?
Here, we're in our signature color over there.
I think so. Pink, is my friend.
I think pink is your friend. All right, Donna, I've already said your name like 7 times, so everybody's got that. What is one word for how quilting makes you feel?
Happy. Complete. Yeah.
Ooh, complete. How did you get into quilting? How'd you start quilting?
So my grandmother Edie gave me a 9-patch.
Okay.
Not all the grandkids got one. I didn't know that for a long time. So I was probably 10, and it just was a natural thing in the family or in the region. It just kind of was something. I love that. I was going to have a baby, so let's make a baby quilt. So then I was going to, I had a gift. Let's do a gift. I had someone ill. So let's wrap them in. Think of it as wrapping them in love. Is the way I look at it.
We love that phrase. Okay, let's see. Have you ever given or received a quilt in a hard season, and what did that mean to you?
If ever given or received one?
Yes.
So I've given several, and it's like, I don't know that I'm going to do it until I find out the circumstance. And then it's like, this is what I need to do. And it needs to be this. The most recent one was a couple of years ago. A friend of mine was going to go through cancer treatment, loved flowers, has a beautiful backyard. Well, so I had to do flowers. So I went in there and dug out just a hodgepodge. It was not a planned. It was like, this is what I have, but you put it all together and you got a sea of flowers. Well, what better thing to do?
Yeah.
And then, you just encourage them, use it. When you give someone, this is how you take care of it. But use it.
Yeah.
Use it.
What has you donating your time to make these quilts for other people?
Now, what was the question again?
Why have you chosen to donate your time to make quilts for other people?
Because again, it fills you up. When you see the look on somebody's face.
Sorry, I got a call. Hopefully.
No worries.
Okay. We'll have to read. Okay. What has you volunteering your time to make quilts for other people?
Do what now?
She asked you the same question.
Same question.
Again?
Yeah.
How would you not make it for other people? It just makes them happy when you give it to them. It makes you happy to put something together that you didn't really know you could do. Like today really stretched me because it was different colors than I use. And so once you kind of figured out, well, what am I going to do? And then you start sewing and it's like, it just transforms and it just makes you happy. And it gives me energy. Okay. Drives my husband a little bit crazy, but I love it. I love it.
If the recipient of these quilts you guys worked on today could hear one message from you, what would it be?
We love you, we care, and we're praying for you.
All right, let's do some fun questions. Scrappy or matchy-matchy?
I can do both.
Okay, which do you prefer?
Well, it depends on the quilt pattern. But usually, if I had to choose one, scrappy. Okay. You can use what you have left over.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. Go to your scrap buster.
Challenging to be scrappy, isn't it?
It is sometimes.
Yeah.
Today was a little challenging.
Who is your favorite fabric designer? Favorite designer?
To hear this.
Oh, I don't have a favorite. But if I had to pick one, if I have to pick one, I don't even know how to say that. So I have turned brighter. In my past, I've been more conservative, small print. So working with Dr. Stitcher and working with Sassy Stitcher, then it was kind of like, oh, I'm thinking I love those bright colors. Oh, I'm thinking I love those geometrics. I'm thinking I love color. So I really can't say favorite. It's like you walk in and you see all that fabric that just came in together and it's 30 different choices of colors.
Okay.
That's what.
Here's a good one. You're getting a fresh question.
What would be the Sassy Stitcher's favorite designer?
Oh, the Sassy Stitcher would be Tula Pink.
Yeah, probably. I love it.
What would be Dr. Stitcher's favorite designer?
Dr. Stitcher is right now Tim Holtz. Now, Dr. Stitcher introduced me to Tim Holtz, and I did work at a quilt shop. So right now, he's my favorite because I'm getting fat quarters every month.
And we're going to do a wedding ring out of that.
Oh, yeah, she's going to do that one too? All right.
Yep.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of another. It's another fun one. Okay, complete the sentence. Life's not perfect.
When it gives you scraps, make a quilt. I know that's cliche, but it's like,
that's good.
There's no bad scrap. There is nothing too small.
Yeah.
And when you scrap it, it all goes together.
Right. That's making me feel better because sometimes I put some really tiny scraps in my scrap bin and I'm like, you're going to regret that, but maybe I will. We'll see.
No, just get your idea on what you're going to do with it and start sooner than later on those small ones.
Maybe a crumb quilt. Maybe we need to look at crumb quilt.
Get you some adding material. get a piece of adding machine tape that was just 2¼ inches wide,
Okay.
and you start sewing them on that. And so you've got a 2½ inch wide strip.
Oh.
You put them together, you put a solid fabric or one fabric in between them. It's a one of a kind. It's priceless. But I see you doing that with Tula Pink. If you have any scraps, just start using them.
Oh yeah, no, my scraps are in, unlike Dr. Stitcher over there, my scraps are in like color-coded bins that are labeled.
See, mine's like
currently in rainbow order.
Sassy, a kaleidoscope of rainbows.
Yeah, it's in rainbow order.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yours is? Oh, well, mine's like being organized as we speak.
Nice. All right. Donna, I don't have any other. You got any others?
Binding, did you?
Oh, I did not. What's your favorite binding method, machine or hand?
So it depends on the quilt. If it's going to be washed a lot, if you want people to run around with it, play in the floor with it, probably going to be all of it by machine, because that's going to probably last longer. But back in the old days, I would always tell Dr. Stitcher, back in the good old days, you put it on by hand. You sew it on by machine, but you tack it down by hand. And it was like, oh, you can't do it any other way. She introduced me to the machine on both sides, and I do it all the time.
It's magical.
Kind of a bad influence.
What is the worst influence thing Dr. Stitcher has ever taught you?
What is the worst?
Yeah.
When the Christmas fabric went on sale, and then Sassy Stitcher also was around, I was like, you can do this besides Christmas. I mean, and I'm a Christmas baby. So it's not hard to overbuy Christmas fabrics.
I've been really deep in Christmas in July, trying to actually complete some Christmas stuff before Christmas season.
Yeah, I told you my goal was to make a Christmas quilt in the next week or so I can like
the trees. My little one I've been working on, it's done, other than the 2 borders, and then my top is done. And
then I'm gonna have to move faster.
Yeah, she's gonna have to move faster.
Yeah.
So Donna, if you learned anything at all from Dr. Stitcher in the last year or so, what would you say you've learned from Dr. Stitcher?
Have fun.
Life or quilting.
Oh, life or quilting. What to me, it's life and quilting go hand in hand. Okay. So it's like live the life you're being given, and part of it is you don't know when it may change.
That's
good or bad, and but again, you find some like-minded people and get together with them and make something that makes all of you happy. Or like, for instance, with Cindy getting us together, that is phenomenal that I can touch somebody in South Texas from the Panhandle. They won't ever know me. I won't ever know them, but they will know our hearts, because I mean, it takes time and energy and money, but it's worth it. It is just like worth it. You're going to do something with your time, energy, and money anyway. So make a quilt.
Okay, I got one more, because you're just spitting off knowledge here for us today. What would you say to someone who was maybe a younger, newer quilter, kind of getting in this, who is intimidated to go to like a guild or join a group?
Oh, that's a good one, Tiffany.
That is a good one, because I'm intimidated. Sometimes I'm intimidated.
Yeah, well, I've thought about some of the quilting guilds here even, and like I even have had that, like, I don't want to go because either I'm afraid it's going to be all the ladies who don't want to talk to me, or like you're walking into this room and you don't know. So like, do you have any advice? Or like,
there's that piece of you think, oh, I think my quilts are beautiful. Will they think my
somebody else like them? Yeah.
At this quilting thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So sometimes women are too much women. So think of it this way. It takes the older to know that you're younger, and it's going to take the younger to know that you're older. And so age is a number. And let me tell you what I know. And then you will have ideas. You will have things I didn't think about.
That's true.
Because you have done that to me. It's like, well, Donna, what if you put that with that? Well, I would have never thought about it. So to me, it's a give and a take. And when you give, it's going to come back to you. Walk in there with a bag on your arm, or walk in there with, because you've made some really cute stuff, because I've seen it.
I like that.
Take something to show and tell. And it's like, then you're going to find somebody like-minded, and it might surprise you who it is.
Good idea. I like that. Take something you've made. All right. All right, Donna, you got any other nuggets for us?
I think I just gave them all.
Okay.
Just get out there and stitch. And if you think it's not good, then it probably is just fine. And it doesn't have to be a blue ribbon quilt. You want it to be loved and you want it to be used.
That's true. All right. All right. Thanks, Donna. We'll have you on again. Don't worry. You'll get a whole episode probably.
All right. You have a blessed afternoon.
All right. Bye, Donna.
Bye.
Opal, do you want?
Man, Tiff, I don't know about you, but my heart is feeling so full, and my to-do list now includes more quilts. I did finish the top for Wrap Texas in Love, and did you see it? It's like a yellowy orange with some fun flowers, and I got the oranges to go on the back. It's going to be super fun.
Cute. I have a little bit of a vision of a camp themed quilt top that I'm trying to design. We'll see how this goes. I might need some people to help me test her out. That's where my brain and to-do list has been this week.
That's what you use Chat GPT for. Come on. Get into the.
It gave me a mock-up, but I don't think it can make me the whole thing. It did tell me it could write a pattern if I gave it pieces. So I was trying.
We're fixing to test it out, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm baby steps learning EQ8. It's a lot. It's fun. I like it. It reminds me of back in like high school when I did that like architecture design at home.
Oh yeah, with that CAD program.
Yeah, CAD, that's what it was. That you just kind of got to play with it till you learn it, which is fun. Yeah, so we're grateful for the community that's forming around this project. Every stitch, every story, every drop off, it's part of something bigger.
And if you're wondering how you can get involved, head on over to our Instagram at The Seams Between Us and check out our show notes. We've got drop-off locations. We've got sew-in days. We've got a lot more. If you're a shop and you want to be a drop-off, we would love to have you join in. We're putting this out as a project of one group of quilters with one big heart for those campers to love on them. So it's just not one person. We definitely could not do it without all of our people,
not about us at
all of our tribe. And so we love each one of them dearly, and we feel very blessed that they've opted to go in with us to make these quilts for these girls.
If you've got a guild, we can zoom in. If you're in our areas, we can come chat with them. If you want to host a sew-in day, take some pictures. We'd love to see it. Kind of participate. I'll zoom in. I'm pretty.
If you've got a quilting group at your church, we're happy to talk to you there as well. We're going to make sure these quilts get to the right person in the right hand. They're going to be loved on. They're going to be cherished, and they're going to help kind of heal some of the scars that happened on July 4th, one month ago from today. So that is our purpose. That's what drives us. We've seen kids that have those scars, had some trauma, and how that affects them, and how you have to give a little extra love and a little extra support. So a quilt does that.
Yeah. All right. Make sure you subscribe, leave us a review, and share the episode with someone who needs a reminder that kindness is always in style.
And until next time, keep stitching love into the seams between us.
Life's not perfect, just pieced. We're pieced together from the scraps that made us, and we hope you join us wherever the thread takes us.